Hey guys!
Alright guys, we're here today to check out the latest video from the boys in Korpiklaani. We put this video up on the Patreon poll of the week. It finished in second place, to which I said, stop the count. Stop the count. I was like, you know what? They could be second in your voting, but they're still number one.
In my heart.
Exactly. And we're checking it out anyways. I don't care. I don't care. This is not well, it is kind of a democracy. But you know what? Voting doesn't count anymore. It's 2020. Votes don't matter. It's all fake.
So fake news.
So we're here to check out this video regardless. Now, before we even clicked record, we were talking about the name of the song. I think the pronunciation is Mylly. Mylly.
Yeah.
Or
yeah, because
Mylly.
For me, I don't know.
You have a theory.
I have a theory about the Finnish language that it always certain words always feel like you're going
Every
up a
word.
hill.
Every word. Let's just face the facts.
Every word
feels
like you're going up a hill. It always feels like you're starting low, and then in the middle of the word you go up and then come down.
So it's like a small speed bump.
Yeah, like kiitos.
So like if you're riding one of those scooters that you can get anywhere in Helsinki and Tampere,
yeah,
and you're hitting like a little bit of a speed bump
every 2 syllables.
Every 2 syllables.
Yeah.
So that's your theory.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's as good as any other.
The true way of speaking Finnish is you have to be going over bumps. That's where your pronunciation gets the best.
Oh, that's like if you're trying to learn like Rosetta Stone.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. You have to go over speed bumps.
Yeah.
All right. Wow. That's a lot of effort.
Yeah.
But maybe that way you can nail it. You absolutely get the right tone to the right words at the right time. Wow.
Maybe that's how we should have learned Finnish.
So you're telling me that you're horrible at trigonometry, but you spent a lot of time thinking about the best way to pronounce Finnish words.
I have priorities.
There's only so much room in your brain.
Exactly.
And apparently you're saving it for the right stuff.
Exactly. The trigonometry stuff, away.
Away. All right. Anyways, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
All right, let's check this out. Latest Korpiklaani. I have a really interesting take on this video, but before we talk about the video, because we have to talk about the video, we have to talk about the song, but I want to ask you something even before we talk about either one of those, which is about the drums. You always talk about how you like to see the drums with water or something, or dust or whatever.
It looks cool.
Yeah, what do you call that? I know in Portuguese it's farinha, the thing there, that powder.
Oh, the...
What is it?
I don't know.
Flour. It looked like flour.
Yeah,
What?
I don't know.
It looked like flour. I'm assuming it is flour.
I didn't think you were gonna forget flour.
I could remember in Portuguese farinha, but I couldn't remember in English. Sometimes I have those moments. There's certain words I only know in English and I don't know in Portuguese because I learned them in English, but I never learned them in Portuguese. It's weird. When you're bilingual, sometimes you
mess up.
You mess up. So anyway, so in this video, there was flour on the drum. So what do you think about that? It's a different take.
It was a different take from my normal water on the drums, because the water on the drums...
When you hit it and it's...
Oh, and it just kind of sprays everywhere. It just looks very cool.
Okay.
The flour on the drums also looked really cool. I felt like there was too much of it, though. At some point, it just looked like it was caked in flour. At one point, I'm looking, and it's showing the drum set, and there's just, like pounds of flour, and I'm like, these guys not clean their drums? Even the violin had some flour on it.
It was everywhere.
Yeah.
It was everywhere. But what I was thinking during the video, every time I see the drummer, is, did they tell him this is a music video? This is just a music video. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know, the guy's going crazy.
Like, seriously.
I wonder...
how's it going to be during a live show?
Exactly. I'm wondering, does he kick it up to 10?
Like, I don't know. Does he kick the drum kit into the audience at the end of each set?
Is that dust also on the kit during the live set?
Well, he brings a bag of flour on tour, and then every show he pours flour. I don't see that happening. But anyways, the thing I was thinking is like, holy crap, this dude is like the Energizer Bunny, but on Viagra. Like, it's just like it's so
crazy.
intense. It's so intense. Everybody else is chilled.
Everyone else is like, yeah, it's a music video. Yeah.
Everybody else is just chill, like we've been here before, whatever. Like, no big deal, you know. Like, we have other things to do afterwards. Perhaps listen to some Sabaton, you know. And the dude is going absolutely like mental. Like, he was like, holy fuck.
He had that Chuck Liddell energy.
Holy shit, he definitely had like a kind of more than one. He had like a case of Red Bull before doing this video. Wow, the energy level, like, I was getting hyped just from seeing how hyped he was. Moving on from that, let's talk about the music video and let's talk about the song. The reason I want to talk about the music video is, I wonder if you got the same impression that I did.
No, I most likely didn't.
Okay.
My thing was, why is he trading...
Most likely didn't. Alright, at least you're honest.
I'm guessing the grains was like, what was it called, to make beer? What is the grains to make beer? Barley?
Depends what kind of beer you're making. But okay, I get your point.
I was wondering, why is he trading that for a big bag of cocaine?
No, it's flour. I guess
Obviously
for them to go make bread and whatever, to cook.
Yeah.
To feed the family, to feed the kids. The whole thing I took is from the video. I could be wrong. First of all, I don't speak Finnish.
Yeah.
Not even if I'm on a scooter going through speed bumps, I don't speak Finnish, and I definitely don't understand.
By the way, I was also wondering why the guy in the top hat didn't just hit him over the head and take the thing that he wanted.
Because he was the devil. He was the devil. He wasn't real. He was the devil.
He's just tempting him.
Exactly. Throughout his journey, this is my take. Once again, I don't speak butt kiss of Finnish. I don't know what they're talking about. I have no clue. But
apparently what they were talking about had something to do with the music video.
Exactly. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
One can only assume. But, and you know what happens when you assume. You make an ass out of you and me. But anyways, I'm putting my top hat on, and I'm using the power of deduction to kind of put 2 and 2 together and make 4 out of it. Not 22, 4. So I'm thinking the guy is the devil, and the devil is tempting him on his journey, because obviously his family needs food. So he has the barley for the beer that he's taking to that trade post to trade for flour that then he can take home, and they can make bread, they can make cakes, they can make food, things to feed them through the winter time.
Yeah.
Right? But the devil knows everything that he likes. He likes to smoke, he likes to drink, jewelry. So the whole time he's tempting him with things that only benefit him, not his family, would only benefit... I mean, if he trades the bag for a bottle of whiskey, he can't feed the family with a bottle of whiskey,
No.
but that's his demon on his shoulder, like, kind of thing, you know?
I didn't notice that he wasn't really there until the end when he disappeared like that.
Yeah, because at the end, now he can't do anything because he
Yeah.
already traded in.
Exactly.
The whole thing is about going...
I thought he was just some guy who just really wanted the barley, so he was
No,
just
it's the
trying to
whole thing
trade
is
it in.
about... my perception, I could be completely wrong, but my perception is that the whole thing is the guy is the devil tempting him on his journey where he's going to try to get something for his wife. Now, if you want to compare, listen, we're not those reaction channels where everything comes down to faith and religion. That's not who we are. There's other people who do that, and more power to them, but that's not who we are. But having said that, you can put some comparisons to when Jesus walked through the desert. The devil was there to tempt him.
Yeah.
Right? So if you think about this, there's also a little bit of not the crossing of the desert. He's not crossing physically a desert, but he's crossing like a tundra, a forest to get to where he needs to be in order for him to feed his family. And while he's going on that path, he's constantly being tempted by the devil to push him into the wrong direction. And he stays within his path all the way through to the end.
Yeah.
So that's what I take from the video.
That's a pretty good take.
I think so too.
I was wondering when he walked into it and he saw everyone playing their instruments. I wonder if this was like a real life setting. How would he feel? He just walks in with this big bag of barley and he sees everyone playing instruments.
No,
just jam.
It's just like I got to the right place.
Exactly.
Everybody's having a good time.
I trade this barley for some cocaine.
Yeah, and look, the drummer, he's had plenty of it.
Exactly. Because look how drum set.
Look how he's moving. Like, look how he's moving. The guy is like
everything else was flour, but on his drum set it was cocaine.
Yes, and he was acting almost like Tony Montana in Scarface. You know what I mean? Like the world is mine. Yeah. He was just going nuts. Now, once we go beyond the video now and talking about the song, what did you think of this track? Because this is the second single that they released for their upcoming new album.
Yeah, and this one, I gotta say, I like the bite. I like the bite of the guitar. At some points, you can really feel that that bite of the guitar. The song, it feels very like a Korpiklaani song, very.
Folky,
but
there's a little bit of a dark.
There's a darkness, but it still feels a little
underlying
bit upbeat.
to it. Yeah, the sound is upbeat, but there are some moments
where it feels
a little bit darker, darker than almost not normal, but there's a little bit of a darker vibe to it, but not too much, not to the point where the song completely changes, because it still has that upbeat feel to it. But there's some moments of a little bit of darkness in it.
Yeah.
Now, I find it interesting that you went to the guitar. I don't disagree with you. The guitar did have some bite. But to me, the pièce of the resistance was the accordion.
Yeah.
Every time the accordion and the violin came together, it was
a beautiful melody.
Like, I think it was in the pre-chorus, right before it goes in. It was incredible. It was so like jovial.
It just added to the whole folky vibe.
Oh, it was beautiful. In the previous track was the violin. The violin was absolutely magnificent. Was the main focal point as far as folkiness is concerned. In this one, I love the accordion. Really oh, I love the sound of the accordion. It was so good. It had this earthy sound to it. Really sounded like earthy, like it had it was grounded. I love it. And then the violin coming together every time.
Beautiful melody they made.
That melody, to me, it was almost like it was a little bit of a climax every time it came on, because you kind of had an idea where it was going to show up, and then when it showed up, you're like, let me enjoy every second of it, because it doesn't last long.
Yeah.
It didn't go long. I don't know if you remember the previous song. That was the violin solo and everything. And this one, they didn't do that. But that specific piece there is so important for the dynamic of the song, because the song has some darker moments in it. But once that comes on, it kind of brightens up the mood. You decide to see the bright side of life almost. It's almost up until that point, everything seems very bleak. It's not dark, but it seems very bleak. Yeah. And then at that point, you start to look at the cup half full, not half empty. And I love the sound. The melody is absolutely phenomenal.
Very, very upbeat.
Very, very good. And very earthy. Like, it just sounded good. Oh, these guys, man. Incredible. I really love this track. This album, considering these two singles, is really shaping up to be something interesting. I'm with every single that they're releasing, I'm more excited about the prospects of the whole record.
Yeah.
Man, these guys, man. I could listen to Korpiklaani every day.
Last time we went to Finland, I listened to that Korpiklaani album a lot because we were driving, and listening to the album and watching the scenery as we drive is really, really peaceful. Now, hopefully, when we go this year, I can do the same thing.
Well, not this year. Next year. We're already at the end of the year now.
Oh, yeah.
Let's hope even next year. I'm not very hopeful that we're going to go anywhere next year.
You can always pray and wish.
Hey, you know what they say? You gotta pray just to make it today.
Yeah.
I say we pray. All right. On that note, guys, come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you. See you guys.
See ya.